Alright guys, I'm on my way to the bottle dump today. I'm not going to have anybody to dig with me. It's only going to be a short dig, and I'm not going to dig deep. I'm going to probably stay in the upper layer of the ash, probably in the 20 section. Just see if I can pull some good bottles out of that top layer. It's a lot safer that way. I've been thinking about going live on YouTube. I've been tossing the idea back and forth. And who knows, by the time this video is edited and put together, I may have already went live. So if y'all have any thoughts on that, leave a comment at the bottom of the video. It'd be like a good chance for y'all to be able to ask me some questions, anything about what we do, and maybe even get a little bit of feedback about the channel and what we can do to make the channel better. So I'll get back with you whenever I get there. Alright, we've arrived at the dump. Remember how I always told y'all that the dumps are on the creeks? Well, here's the creek. I've never showed y'all that before, and the dump is right here. And as you can see, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing out here. That's why we do leave our holes open. We're gonna walk on back here though and take a look and see. There's been a few people digging out here. I want to see what's left, if they've left me a spot open to dig today in the 20 section like I hope they did. So I'll get back with you in just a minute after I pick my hole out. After getting out here and looking around, most of what we had left open has caved in substantially, and I don't know that I'm gonna be able to dig it out by myself. I'm gonna have to wait till I have Clayton or Tristan here to help me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk around and we're gonna do a scavenger hunt and pick up some cool finds off the top. So there's always some nice embossed bottles that somebody's left behind and forgot about. So the first one that I picked up, which is pretty neat, let's see what it says. It says Trade Paizo's mark. It's embossed on the side, and at the top it says Paizo Company, Warren, Pennsylvania. So that's pretty neat. It had a press top on it, so that's probably 20s. It's worth keeping. Don't have any cracks or chips. Somebody laid it down and forgot about it, and guess what? I'm gonna scavenge it. So I'm gonna keep on walking around, and if I find something else, I'll show y'all. Check this out. It was laying right up against a tree. It says APO Creasoling Company. It's got really nice embossed raised edges on it. And over here it says July 17th, 94. So you know as well as I do, that's not 1994. That is 1894. So that's a really neat one. That'll clean up nice. That'll go in the bottle tumbler when I get home. I'm really pleased with that. Really pleased with that. And just picked up a nice salt shaker. And y'all remember what I told y'all about John checking the tops on these and them being silver? I believe that may be a silver top. So there's probably a ton of those laying around. I'm gonna see if I can find any more of those and pick them up before I get out of here. I have a good idea though. Today it's hot, it's 80 degrees. We're gonna go over to the creek and we're gonna walk the creek and see if I can find anything in the creek. It may be a bust, but it's worth a shot. It's better than digging myself by myself today, and it's just not safe conditions starting out with a fresh hole. So I'll get back with you whenever we get to the creek. Was just about to get back in the car and found this nice little medicine at the top. It's got a little bitty nick right there, but I don't mind at all. It's gonna look really good cleaned up. These the aqua color bottles with that calcium buildup on the side, you can see it flake off when I rub my finger across it. They're really neat to have. So I probably won't tumble that one. I'll probably just clean it because I like having those calcium marks on it. For some reason it's not wanting to focus. But anyways, we'll get back with you in just a minute. We're going to do a little bit of creek walking today and see if we can find any bottles. The water has come down. I came by here a couple days ago and the water was really high. So it's back low enough and clear enough now that we should be able to find something. We'll find out here shortly. I'll get back with you if I see something. Ooh, the water's cold. Just pulled that neck out of a medicine bottle or a whiskey. That's definitely the age that we're looking for. So we're going to keep on going and hope we find a hole in here in just a minute. Alright, there's a couple bottles sticking out of the wall over here. Gonna pull them out and see what they are. You can see that one right down there, I think. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's a flask. Modern flask. And let's see what this one is. Well, one over here. Another modern flask. Alright, well you never know till you try, right? Now I've done muddied the water up right here, so I'm going to have to move to another spot. Check this out. Up on the sandbar. What was it? Let's see. Not to be sold. I can't tell what that was. It'd have been nice though. Alright, we'll keep going. There's good glass everywhere. I'll probably bring a snorkel back here, because some of the area is a little bit deeper than knee deep, and it would just be a lot easier than trying to look through the water to just be in the water with it. And there's a nice little swimming spot, and most of this glass isn't super sharp because it's been in here forever, so I might bring my daughter and wife back, let them hang out on the little beach area, and I'll probably come over here and snorkel a little bit and see what comes out. There's glass everywhere that's got the right age. It's just a matter of finding a one that decided that it wanted to survive all the tumbling and churning from the high waters of the creek through the years. We'll find out. I'll get back with you if I find something else here in a minute. Anybody need a bowling ball? Monster Screamer. Huh. Well, just shows you never know what you'll find in a creek. It's pretty neat. That was like one of the canister lids. It's broke. But it's crazy how stuff just washes up on the sandbars after our rock bar is what this is after the rain. You really never know what you'll find. You see all the old bricks in here. I know Tristan spent a lot of time in this creek, and he's pulled some really good hutches out. He found one of the elk hutches here a couple weeks ago, and had it tumbled, and man, it looks nice. There's a little gear. Y'all see that? That's pretty neat. Oh, there we go. Probably out of a watch or something. Or a clock. But yeah, there's all kinds of trash in here, new and old, so it's just kind of ciphering through it and finding the old stuff. I mean, that's kind of like anything. This is just a little bit more fun way than digging to walk a creek and find stuff. It's relaxing to hear the water and to see the nature, and just take your time and not work yourself to death. I definitely prefer this over digging, but it's usually not as productive. But I wanted to do something different for y'all because y'all have been watching us dig holes now for a little while, and you've never seen me do a creek walk. And decided that today would be the day to give it a shot. So I'm hoping this will be first of many, and I'll put the waterproof camera on me next time I come when we do the snorkeling, and we'll get some underwater footage, and that'll be a blast. I have a feeling we'll be able to pull a lot better stuff out of some of the deeper areas with the snorkels on. So, and I'll bring Tristan back because he's kind of the expert in this particular area of where the bottles usually wash up. I just had a little bit of time this weekend to come out here and check it out and see what it looks like. I mean, I'd never been out here. He's just always told me about it. So, we'll find out. I'll keep going for a little bit longer. See if anything else pops out that's just sticking out. I don't see anything right off, so this may be the end of this, and we'll have to go to a new location. So, I'll get back with you either if I find something here or at the new spot when we get there. Alright guys, well, the creek was a bust too, so today's just kind of been a drive around day, but this is what happens sometimes. We're going to go over to a field where we found an Indian head penny, and we also found a nice old weedy. So I've got the metal detector in the car. We're going to metal detect too. So today will have been a day full of bottle digging, creek walking, and arrowhead hunting. So we did a little bit of it all today. Sometimes that's how it works out though. So I'll get back with you whenever we get to the field. Alright, we made it out into the field. You can see the swamp back there. It's a really pretty place. There's a crane down there. I don't know if y'all can see him or not. And I looked down and there was a deer print right here. And right there I saw a piece of red flint. Oh! And it looks like, let's see, it was definitely worked. It's probably the bottom corner. It's really hard to say. we'll take it with us and clean it up, look at it here in a little while. I just put the metal detector down. I haven't had any luck finding anything with it, but I was walking down through here and figured I would look for arrowheads a little bit more. And I see something sticking out right here. Let's see. Oh man. Yeah, I got a nice little point. Well, good deal. Got that red color to it, which is around here a lot, so that's pretty cool. Alright, we'll keep going so we find any more before we get out of here. Got a side or a bottom sticking up right here. Ooh. Oh man, it was broke. That was the bottom right there. That'd have been nice if it had been whole. They're starting to really show up. We've had some good rain around here, so I'm gonna keep on going for a few more minutes. Alright guys, we're gonna do a wrap up from today. Today was a conglomeration of stuff, so we'll go ahead and go back over the bottles we found. That was one of them we found as a surface find. That's another. There's that pretty aqua one laying there. Here's some of the arrowheads. That was the real nice point that I found. These are little pieces of pottery. With the metal detector out, I found a couple pieces of lead. Not sure what that would have been to. I'm not a bullet expert, so y'all tell me if you have an idea. Comment below the video, because I don't have a clue. Bunch of stoppers that were surface finds I didn't go over. Ended up leaving the glass part of the salt shaker behind. Brought this home to clean it up. It's really heavy. It may not be silver. I'll try to clean it up and see if I can see anything on it. This is really cool. This is a surface find from a few days ago, and it was right on the edge of the ash that caved in, which is really neat. And let's see, you can actually read the name in there. I'm going to clean that up. I really don't know how to clean it up without messing it up. That's at least a 100-year-old pocket watch. It's really neat. So that's awesome. That is really awesome. I think that's everything I got in there. That's it for today. So that's not a bad day for an easy day, but it was a good time. Appreciate y'all tagging along. If you will, please subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it.